Liberals cringe as Maxine Waters makes nasty threat to Trump supporters by Dan Lindsay, Politics, U.S. News, for MadWorldNews.com. Liberals are cringing after California Congresswoman Maxine Waters made a senile threat to President Donald Trump supporters. This really proves you can't fix stupid. Maxine Waters has got to be the biggest embarrassment to the Democrat Party, with a long history of cringeworthy gaffes in her past. The truth of the matter is that it's rare for many other Democrats to be caught spewing the level of imbecilic rhetoric that Waters does on a normal basis. This habitual idiocy is typical why Waters ends up in the headlines, and we are more than happy to share her latest outburst with you. According to Breitbart, Waters appeared on MSNBC's All In on Wednesday, May 30th, 2018, with host Chris Hayes. I think that's the only guy that will do interviews with her, I think. This Chris Hayes, she always is doing interviews with Chris Hayes. I think everybody avoids her like the plague. During the interview, Hayes asked Waters about President Trump's impeachment. Her response ended in a senile rant and a threat to Trump supporters. I'm with the 70%. So that means she's a Trump supporter, because that's the 70%. 70% of Democrats. So you lost the other 30% of the Democrats who have been polled, say that they think that he should be impeached, Waters said. So she's admitting now that she lost 30% of the Democratic Party. This is hysterical. Waters tried to make heads or tails of the Democratic Party's strategy behind not emphasizing impeachment with the midterm elections upon us. That didn't go very well for the demon hag either. I understand the resistance of my colleagues and the Democratic leadership who say don't feed the notion that is being presented by the Republicans, that say that all they want to do is impeach the president because they're mad about the fact they lost the election, Waters says. No, it's because now they're trying to impeach Obama. That's why she cut the rhetoric on impeachment, because now they're looking to impeach Obama. I get that, and I understand why that would cause them to not want to talk about it, but I just don't have those fears, really. At some point in time, we have to deal with reality. We have to deal with some truths, and we have to deal with some facts, she continued. Let's just take a listen to this. Oh, and she mentions the Kremlin again. Oh, that's priceless.
Well, I'm with the 70%.
Really?
70% of Democrats who have been polled say that they think that he should be impeached. I'm with the 70%. I understand the reticence of my colleagues and the Democratic leadership who's saying don't feed the notion that is being presented by the Republicans that say that all they want to do is impeach the president because they're mad about the fact they lost the election. I get that, and I understand why that would cause them to not want to talk about it. But I just don't have those fears. At some point in time, we have to deal with reality. We have to deal with some truths, and we have to deal with some facts. I know that people are saying
Look at
we've
his
got
face.
to wait and we've got to see what our special counsel will come up with. I get that, and I believe that we need facts in order to move forward, but the discussion must take place. We must not allow the President of the United States of America, who has this relationship with a country who hates us and who's undermined us and who has undermined our democracy, to not be talked about, to not be discussed, to not be talked about the reticence of our members to deal with it. I just will continue to talk about it. I think it is dangerous. I think that we should stand up for our country. This president has no respect for the Constitution. He's in bed with Putin and the oligarchs of Russia and the Kremlin, and it's come out already. So let the special counsel keep doing what he's doing in order to connect the dots for those people who say we need the positive proof. And I think we're going to get to the point where people are either going to have to stand up and resist this president and talk about he's dangerous for our democracy, or they're going to go down with him.
Congresswoman Maxine Waters, always a pleasure.
Isn't that precious? Isn't that precious? This recent case of diarrhea of the mouth from Maxine Waters proves how utterly out of touch she is with reality. She is categorically wrong on every point and allegation that she made about President Donald Trump. How can the Democratic Party continue to allow this pathetic excuse for an American to represent their party? Maxine Waters jumps the shark at nearly every opportunity, and the end result is that no one takes her seriously. It's almost as if the voters in her district are playing a perpetually cruel joke on the rest of the country by continuing to send her back to Washington, D.C. one election after the next. Yeah, I agree with that. The bottom line with Waters is that she represents the very worst of American politicians. There's nothing she won't say in her attempt to stay relevant to what is actually going on, as Maxine Waters continues to attack President Donald Trump and his supporters. It only solidifies the idea that it's past time for the Democratic Party to put Waters out to pasture. You think? Hilarious. She's a nasty, vile woman anyway, but I'll let that go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.